Imagine the scent of spring blossoms and a flash of crimson silk as you peruse Mattel's collector dolls. Stars light up in your eyes as you realize that it's Barbie Signature Lunar New Year Doll of the Year. This line has become an annual touchstone for adult collectors like me, turning a cherished cultural festival into a celebration of luxury design and global representation. Hi everybody, I'm Athena, this is Aegis Dolls, and welcome to my doll world. In today's video, we will be exploring the history of Mattel's Lunar New Year Barbies, how the series started, how it evolved, and why collectors like us can't get enough. Barbie Signature Lunar New Year dolls reflect Mattel's evolving approach to global representation, luxury design, and collector marketing. Origins: red satin and a new holiday tradition. Mattel introduced the Lunar New Year Barbie in 2021 as part of the Barbie Signature Black Label line. The launch was accompanied by an article on the Mattel Creations community site that explained the holiday's 15-day celebration and showcased the doll. The inaugural doll wears a red satin, pardon my pronunciation, cheongsam kipao, adorned, which is the bun, with a peony print, teal trim, and Chinese knot buttons. Gold and teal tassel earrings, a bracelet, and chic heels complete her look. The release marked Mattel's first attempt to weave culturally specific symbolism, peonies, a motif of prosperity, into an official licensed collectible. To ensure fairness and manage demand, Mattel limited sales to 2 dolls per customer, signaling that the line was intended for collectors rather than mass play. By combining authentic cultural elements, couture craftsmanship, and scarcity marketing, the Lunar New Year Barbie introduced a new template for international celebration within the Barbie Signature portfolio. The evolution: materials, symbolism, and cultural accuracy. 2022, Hanfu-inspired elegance. The second release in 2022 pivoted from the tight cheongsam to a Hanfu-inspired ensemble. The doll wears a sheer red blouse and a sweeping pink skirt embroidered with meihao, plum blossoms, complemented by hair adorned with spring cherry flowers. This shift embraced flowing silhouettes and softer palettes while retaining the lucky red central to Lunar New Year celebrations. Collectors praised the delicate plum blossom embroidery, an emblem of perseverance and renewal in Chinese culture. The packaging included a certificate of authenticity, and the doll was initially exclusive to the Asian markets, reinforcing its prestige. 2022, the Gu-Pi edition. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. High couture collaboration. Parallel to the main line, Mattel partnered with Chinese couture designer Gao Pi for an upscale Lunar New Year doll released in January 2022. The Mattel Creations product description explains that the doll wears a traditional red dress featuring the designer's signature embroidery, golden phoenixes symbolizing femininity, water and wave motifs representing the wealth and resilience, and a royal red palette. The designer's collaboration elevated the line's prestige and showcased how high fashion can interpret cultural symbols. Collectors coveted this edition for its couture, pedigree, and gold label status. In 2023, Hanfu meets Duguang art. In 2023 release pushed the cultural accuracy further. According to YouLoveIt.com, the third doll in the series wears a flowing Hanfu inspired by Tang Dynasty woodblock art. The resplendent reds, oranges, and blues of her gown were drawn from the color palette of the Donghuang cave paintings. Long dark tresses, pearl hair accessories, and scarlet lips evoke traditional beauty ideals within the Chinese culture. With a release date of January 11th, 2023, the edition signals Mattel's commitment to deeper cultural research, reflecting how the company's designers collaborated with consultants to marry the historical costume with contemporary fashion. 2024, Peking Opera Splendor. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. I'm sorry. By 2024, the series embraced their theatrical heritage. Mattel's product page for the 2024 doll notes that she wears a shifu costume inspired by the Peking opera play, The Peony Pavilion. Her red robe with a colorful peony print symbolizes good fortune, while dramatic water sleeves echo the graceful hand movements of opera performers. An ornate headdress with peony accents and cyan blue shoes with pink palms complete the look. Designer Joyce Chen reveals that the crown-styled headdress is adorned with ruby red jewels, royal golden details, and peonies. This addition deepened cultural fidelity by referencing both historic costume and the performing arts. 2025, modern kipao with plum blossoms. The 2025 doll, released in December 2024 for club members, returned with the kipao silhouette but with a modern twist. According to Mattel's description, Barbie wears a lucky red kipao with a mermaid gown silhouette, mandarin collar, and mehua plum blossom prints. Sheer bell sleeves flutter as she claps to a lion dance. Gold earrings and a belt with Chinese knots designs complete her outfit. The behind-the-scenes section explains that plum blossoms symbolize prosperity and resilience, and that the Chinese knots at her collar and belt bring good fortune. This blend of modern fashion lines with the auspicious motifs shows Mattel balancing contemporary aesthetics with symbolism. And finally this year, 2026, red and gold regal design. In 2026, the design took on a regal sophistication. The description on Mattel Creations states that the doll wears a bright red gown and a gold peony print, a stylistic fan-shaped bodice referencing fans used in traditional dances, and a sheer golden shawl. Bold earrings with traditional Chinese symbology and a sleek, long hairstyle complete the ensemble. complete the ensemble.
Stop. Oh boy.
This edition also uses the classic Mackie face sculpt, nodding to the collector nostalgia while maintaining the cultural theme. Across these releases, we see an evolution from simple red cheongsam to intricate hanfu and opera costumes. Materials have become more luxurious, moving from printed satin to embroidered brocade and couture-level detailing. Symbolism deepened, drawing on specific flowers, mythical creatures, opera traditions, and nodding motifs to convey prosperity, resilience, and femininity. Mattel's designers Joyce Cheng and Guo Pei, along with packaging designer Lei Diana Chiv, have publicly acknowledged their efforts to collaborate with cultural consultants and draw inspiration from art history. This reflects a broader shift towards authentic global representation within mainstream toy lines. Collector reception, resale value, and signature significance. From the outset, Lunar New Year Barbies have been coveted by adult doll collectors. In the 2021 community announcement limited buyers to 2 dolls per person and recommended acting quickly to secure one, a strategy that turned the debut into a sellout and immediately boosted secondary market prices. Subsequent years continued to this exclusivity. The Gao Pei doll carried a limit 3 per customer rule and sold out quickly, while the 2024 edition restricted early access to Barbie Signature members for 24 hours. The 2025 and 2026 dolls were likewise available first to club members and then released through selected retailers. Such limited windows create scarcity that drive up resale values and encourages collectors to join Mattel's membership programs, which we know my thoughts about that. Dolls have sophisticated packaging and include a doll stand as well as a certificate of authenticity. Each subsequent release has maintained similar presentation. 2022 and 23 editions came with certificates and elaborately illustrated boxes. The use of designer collaborations and the introduction of the couture labels, gold versus black, have further signaled that these dolls are intended for adult doll collectors. Some fans Some fans have criticized early dolls for lacking articulation, but overall reception has been enthusiastic. Comment threads on Mattel's site feature remarks like, "I wonder if we'll become popular and sell out." It did. Spoiler alert. Within the wider Barbie Signature brand, the Lunar New Year series has carved out a niche as one of Mattel's most successful culturally themed collector lines. Snaps for that. Its consistent annual cadence has created anticipation and tradition, much like the long-running holiday Barbie series. Into the global diaspora and celebrating Chinese heritage, Mattel has expanded its collector base and underscored its commitment to inclusivity. The line's increasing sophistication, evolving from print and satin to opera-inspired embroidery, mirrors broader trends in high-end doll collecting, where authenticity and artistry are prized as highly as brand legacy. Conclusion: tradition meets timeless glamour. The Barbie Signature Lunar New Year dolls illustrate how a toy line can honor tradition while appealing to the discerning collector. Starting with a simple red Cheongsam, the series has blossomed into elaborate hanfu, couture gowns, and operatic costumes rich with symbolism and cultural nuance. By collaborating with designers, integrating motifs such as peonies, phoenixes, and plum blossoms, and framing releases as limited edition collectibles, Mattel has turned this series into a marquee event for collectors. The annual Lunar New Year Barbie stands as one of Mattel's most successful culturally themed lines, celebrated not only for its beauty, but also for its role in elevating representation and fostering global appreciation within the world of dolls. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Athena, this is Aegis Dolls, and if you would like to take a look at what works I have cited, please check the description. I hope you have an amazing magical day. Please note my beautiful Chinese Lunar New Year doll. I love her. She's one of my favorites in my collection, and I hope you have a magical dollful day. Bye!
Bye, Barbie!